right, brother. So, how did you get into music? And tell us all about all the talents you have, all the hats you wear in this music business.
Um, I would definitely say I started off as a writer. So I started
Mm.
off writing raps like every other nigga. You know, we rap.
Every other nigga.
Yeah, every other nigga. And
Eat my
I felt
spam
like
sandwich.
I was good at it, and people would tell me I was good at it. People would be like, "Oh, you nice," da da da. And moving around, bouncing around, different rap groups and stuff like that. I still wasn't producing music. It wasn't until me and a couple friends of mine we were making songs. One of my closest friends, good friend of mine, we go to Atlanta and we go down for I don't know if you guys used to go down. This is like 2006, 2007. They used to have is it Pretty Nasty? You know what I'm talking about? Y'all know what I'm talking about?
Nah, I didn't start going to
I don't
Atlanta.
know nothing about debauchery, sir.
I didn't start
Okay,
going to
boom.
Atlanta until like
So we used to go
2011.
down and we used to, have fun at the little parties they used to
It's
have.
Pretty
for the
Nasty?
people, yeah, like
Lord have mercy.
Spellman and
You going
Morehouse and
PV,
Clark
y'all.
and stuff.
Damn.
The good school.
I like this.
So we went down and my boy, he was living in Indiana at the time. We met in Chicago because I used to live in Chicago for a little bit, but I'm from here. And what ended up happening is he ended up recording Blame It. He had an idea. He was like, oh, blame it on the alcohol.
That's
and
a banger.
That's a huge joint.
banger,
man.
dog.
my guy David, if you listen, shout out to you. He made the beat. And we recorded the song, and he kind of had it in vein of like, it sounded like almost like a T-Pain joint. It's when T-Pain
Yeah.
just
Yeah,
hit.
that's a banger.
And
Jamie and T-Pain, right?
we recorded the joint,
I got alcohol.
Yeah, I still get.
That's lit.
I need a
bro.
shot of the Nouveau.
and I ended up coming back up here and just chilling, business as usual. And I hear the song on the radio
Stop.
with a different beat,
The song that you recorded.
sped up. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, call my man. I'm like, yo, did you sell it? Like what? I didn't even know about selling songs yet. We just rap.
Hold on, sir. Where were you at?
We was in it.
You were just chilling, and then you heard the song that you made.
Yeah, I was here in DC after leaving Atlanta, going to the party and Pretty Nasty and stuff like that.
How
Recording
soon
the
was
song.
it?
This was 6 months, maybe.
That's
6 months later.
Damn.
Yeah, 6 months.
so.
So,
How did that make you feel?
well, I didn't know what was going on. So I was like, yo, the song is on the radio. Like, is y'all niggas getting money and not telling me? Like, what's up? And
Whoa. So your man made the beat. What was
and my other
your?
boy wrote the song.
Okay, okay.
And well, he had the idea, and we kind of just put it together. Like,
Okay.
We was just all there, kind of.
So it was just the three of y'all making the song.
in
Okay.
his apartment.
Wow.
And I'll never forget. I called him. I'm like, "Yo, you gotta listen. Like, look this up online." And this was before like you could just access shit easily online. But like,
Yeah, find
you
it.
heard the song. He's like, "Yo, like I didn't authorize it." Yo, did we copyright this? I said, "Come on, man, copyright everything."
Yeah.
So we went. We found a lawyer. We sued. They threatened to freeze the record. They said, "No, don't freeze it. Work with us."
It's a hit. We can't freeze this.
Right. And this is when I really figured out. At first, I just thought this is what I thought the music industry was. I thought it was you're good, you make music, people hear it, and they sign you and you get rich. This is what I thought.
Insane.
But then I realized it was way different because when I looked at the credits for that song, it was like 17 people on the credits, and I know just the three of us sat in the apartment and made the song. So I'm like, what the hell happened?
Get that damn
So
lawyer.
we had the Dream, we had the, T-Pain,
Yeah, I've
Jamie
noticed
Foxx,
that.
everybody. And then I didn't know about splits at the time, but I see Chris Henderson, somebody I never knew, somebody I never met.
Mhm.
And I just remember looking at it and I'm like, this is crazy. So eventually some money started coming in and my boy was like, yo, you got to move down to Atlanta. I was living here. And I was like, all right, when am I coming to visit? So I came to visit. And I said I was going to visit for 2 weeks. So I got
My
there.
boy was down there for a year.
I was down there for 4 years. I just ended up moving down there, but I realized like, okay, this is the industry, and then that's when I started focusing on writing, and I still wasn't producing yet, and I ended up being around a lot of like really dope producers from like Your Honorable C Notes. I was around DJ Toon, and I'm just naming like my favorites,
Yeah.
and I was able to watch them.
Shout out DJ Tone.
And they would be like, yo, like, you could do this. You got the ear, da-da-da-da. Like, and they would give me tips and stuff like that. So I picked it up and I started doing it. You know what I mean? And that's how I kind of got into that. And mixing and engineering is something I always did just to kind of get our stuff out, get it out, and get people to hear it and it be listenable. And eventually, I was like, I'm gonna really learn this. So I started teaching myself. I came back. I taught myself the piano from YouTube.
Damn.
And
The
then,
piano?
I learned the piano from YouTube. There's piano lessons every week, every day, hour or two.
That's insane.
Nah, that's some real shit.
Yeah, I had a teacher actually teach me
You
how
know
to play
what that
piano.
is? That's why you too cool, man.
Oh, nah, man.
Accountable.
AC.
AC, bro.
AC, okay.
AC.
Accountable and what else, my boy?
Accountable and consistent.
Stay cool.
Black people,
accountable.
man, ACs. Motherfuckers gotta stay cool.
Like-
You feel
like-
me? Look at this, man. You
Don't-
learn something
yeah.
from YouTube. A lot of people say, I don't know. Shut up. Focus. Do it. Accountable. Consistent. Stay cool. That's what I'm talking
So
about.
so
MJ.
so to get on the consistency, like when B told me about the blaming on alcohol, right? He didn't tell me like the full story. He was just like blaming on alcohol copyright, like that was in the notes. I'm sitting there thinking like, what does he mean blaming on the copyright? Like what's he talking about? But like that's one of like the most like dynamic songs from that like 06
Yeah,
to
09,
2011.
it was crazy.
Like that was like one of those ones, like blaming on alcohol, and for you to be one of the people that crafted that song and made it to what it is, then you look up and you see T-Pain and Jamie Foxx with it.
Oh, man. That was
Like,
crazy.
like,
Man, I'm trying
how
to
do
tell you, I knew somebody's lit.
Yeah.
Why do you think I was playing? My man's lit.
no, for sure. How does that feel to know a song that you and two of your friends sat down and crafted, went all over the world, but no one knows who it, well, we know, y'all know, but Andy in Iowa doesn't know
Right.
who MJ is.
That was cool with me because that's when I figured out you ain't got to be famous to do, you know,
To get them checks.
to work.
Yeah,
and I
yeah,
was
for
like,
sure.
oh, this
To get-
works for
to
me.
get them checks.
You know what I mean? This is cool. But I still felt salty about the business aspect of it, and that took a while, even longer to learn it. Like to meet artists who I thought were dope, and somebody will tell me like, oh well, like they don't have no finance or they don't have nobody behind them. And
What do you
I'm like,
mean?
well, how much you need behind you? I started learning people's like, oh well, it take $50,000 to make an artist pop.
Okay, yeah,
$100,000
I
to make,
heard
and I'm
that.
like,
I
wait,
heard
you
that.
need that much money? So I would have never made it.
Mhm.
Like
Yeah,
I didn't
yeah,
have
yeah,
that,
yeah.
you know what I mean? But you gotta,
That's insane.
yeah, it's crazy. So, I mean, like, I think when I settled down and came back, like one of my mindsets was that like I would use like certain connections or certain plugs. If somebody had a dope song, I would try to make it pop, at least get some money in their pocket so that they could start living as an artist. Because a lot of times, like, people are dope, but they can't live as an artist
Yeah.
because they have to work.
Mm-hmm.
They can't live as a creator.
Yeah.
Well, let's not even say artist. Let's say creator. Whatever they're doing. So
Being an entrepreneur is a
Yeah.
lot of work,
It's
big bro.
difficult. It's
Yeah.
difficult.
Yeah, no, trust me. We know. Because podcasting is an art.
Yeah, yeah,
Yup,
absolutely.
and it costs money.
like for real.
All these
this
lights.
shit- yeah,
Yeah.
like, for real.
Sound system, this, that.
Yeah.
Hey, man, production, there's a lot of work to get into your craft. So you have to invest into it, and you have to actually get people
To invest
behind
in
your
you.
back. Yeah. This is a whole, and this is this team aspect thing. People
Team.
need to understand that you think you can do all these things by yourself. It's very idiotic. You need a team. When you
Always.
understand that, then you can learn how to network, make things work with others, and build and stay consistent. AC, stay cool, my brothers.
Like that's why I always stress like teamwork. Like we got we have our sponsors on the show. I love them. Like
Amen.
you make our job easier. I text you like once a month telling you you're a star, bro.
My man.
Be a star, bro.
Yeah, hey,
Boom,
hey.
boom. I let B take the lead. Like boom, like I let B do what he do. Every time we get a guest, when a guest is speaking, I let him go. I let him get his thoughts out. You have to be a team player, like, and you have to get ahead. You have to know. You have to recognize what's working and what's not. Like I said, this is the best year of Ish Talk. It's not a coincidence. You're here. Like, so I always be like, yo, Justin, do your thing, bro. Like, don't let nothing stop
Do your
you.
thing,
Also,
Justin. Do your thing, Justin.
I'm not going that far.
21.
I'm not going that far. And like, cause we weren't always a guest based show,
Mhm.
but since we've become a guest based show, I've seen the growth. So it's like, yo,
Just work.
I'm gonna let MJ get his shit off.
Look,
So-
I love learning from y'all. Y'all are fathers. I'm the uncle. But guess what? I learned so much from y'all, man. Like, look, fatherhood, you got.
That's the best hood.
Yeah, that's what
Man,
I'm saying. I'm trying to stay in the hood. It's a
Banging
village,
this
baby. It's a village in this mofo.
How about you shoot something up for once?
Wait, what?
I'm trying. I'm working on it.
Oh yeah, we gonna get to that later. Shit, I fucked it up. But speaking of, yeah, we talking about many things. Talent,
Yeah,
Local
talent
that's
in the
like-
DMV.
Like,
Oh yeah, definitely. If you're a singer, songwriter, if you're a rapper, I mix and engineer. So if you record yourself and you need help mixing it, I also do classes and lessons. So I teach Pro Tools and Ableton. If you want to learn how to produce stuff like that, that's something that is one of my passions, to show people what I know, to give back, give the knowledge back.
How can they reach you on that? And also, tell us about the talent, the experience you have with working with different talents in the DMV.
Oh, well, shit. I mean, just
So
hit me
where
up
they
on
reach you? Yeah.
hit me up on Instagram, and then I'll.
What's
check
your
out the
Instagram,
socials.
brother?
It's at MJ Ultra, and it's pretty simple, just MJ Ultra.
Mm-hmm.
If you look at the DMV landscape, there's a certain group of DMV artists that, like, people say, like, they all sound the same or they sound similar. They have
Yeah,
a
they-
flow.
no.
So I call it the
It's the
hood
DC
Pablo
drill.
Juan feel.
Yeah,
feel.
it's definitely Pablo Juan. Shout out Pablo Juan. And
That's what I call it.
Shout out Pop
Musically,
Pablo.
like, from a musical standpoint, that's
He just
exactly
did his
what
Rico.
it is. Yeah. Oh, did it? Okay.
Yeah. He definitely beat his Rico. He got sentenced to 5. Shout out Pablo Juan.
But there are so many other artists
Mm-hmm.
that don't do that flow.
Exactly.
And the artists who do that flow and they do it well, they also deserve, like, way more notoriety.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I mean, I'm not that in that scene, but, like, out of them, my
Mhm.
favorite is 3-0 Black.
3-0
I
Black.
like
Shout
that.
out Cuz.
Yo,
like that,
he
right?
was down there 8 back.
Look.
Too, bro.
Real
Hey,
nigga.
Hey, man.
Real nigga.
I
Like, no.
didn't even
My
know it was
boy.
him until I seen him. My bad. Go ahead.
Oh, no, you good, you
But,
good, you
man,
good.
See, that's what I'm trying to tell you. Networking, coming together, a
Mhm.
village, all that shit matters. I'm trying to tell y'all,
You
man.
say you winning plays, that's ish talk. You say you getting paid, that's ish talk.